All right, we are walking from our hotel, that lovely hotel right there. This is the health district, by the way. I don't think I've ever described what the area looks like. Just outside, you guys can see the sign there, Orlando Health. Due to the very limiting amount of Amtrak trains, we had to stay overnight. There wasn't another train going immediately back to Miami. I didn't come here for leisure. I literally just came for the video, but we ended up going to Disney Springs. It was a good time. Made a day out of it. After just a short walk from our hotel, we are at the Amtrak Orlando station. And this station actually has a historical marker. I'm not going to read all of that, but it is pretty cool. They've preserved it and it is still in use today. There's our train. All right, we are boarding now onto our sleeper car.
Which one are you on?
We're on 9711.
9711 will be the next door.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I gotta admit that we originally had a coach seat booked, but I did a last minute change in station, which is why I have a paper one, to a roomette. So we're gonna get a smaller room than the bedroom. All right, so they're preparing our room. So he just said to go have some lunch immediately right now, which is what we're gonna do, and we were gonna do that anyway because we were starving. So we are walking to the dining car for some lunch. All right, lunch has just been served. We got a regular Angus burger with kettle chips, same kettle chips as yesterday, and she got the Montecito sandwich that I had yesterday, also with kettle chips, and of course Coke and my favorite cup of ice. And for dessert, we are having the buttercream cake. We opted to share one as opposed to getting one each, which we are entitled to with our meal, but thought it would be a better idea to just share one. All right, we just finished. It's a little bumpy. We just finished with our lunch. All right, we made it into our roomette. It's a very small space.
I like it. That's not bad.
It's not the bedroom. Your only walking space really is from the hallway there to where my heel is touching right now. You do get 2 seats, and then a bunk bed way up here, which you can lower. Yeah, you can lower on these rails. All right, this is our little roomette, room 6 in 9711. So you go in, you have 2 different seats facing each other. Over on the left side, we have a mirror. You can turn on the mirror lights like that. It's an overhead light. You have small towels. You have deodorant soap provided inside this cart. We have cups here. And then this is actually a sink that when you unlatch here, the light will turn on indicating that the sink is open. Then you have your own proper sink inside the little roomette. You can turn on the water, and the water will just go down once you close the sink like such. You're provided with cups as well for rinsing your mouth. You have 2 120 volt outlets on the left side. There is an area light on top of both seats. So it's just a little spotlight right there, and then a reading light. You have your curtains here, and then you have a table similar to the bedroom that we had. Let me put that up. You're able to just extend like that. And you can order your meal here. I think we're gonna do dinner in the room, so they'll bring it to us and we'll eat on this. And then you have big windows to see the outside view. There's curtains you can close for privacy. All right, our attendant just came by to show us where the restroom is, because the old versions of roomettes had an in-room toilet, which is a bit awkward. So the toilet would be somewhere here. You do your business, and I'm assuming, depending on what you're doing, 1 or 2, somebody would have to leave this area, because I don't know, if you want to do number 2 next to you, someone in the room, it's a little bit weird. But anyway, we have another set of reading lights and area lights on the other seat. These can be reclined and turned into bed for nighttime use. Ceiling light, like such. There is a night light, which is probably just, the blue light we saw in the bedroom. You have another reading light. This is for the upper bunk. And then the push to call attendant button right here, and there isn't one on the other side. So it's just these 2. And then you can control the direction of the air vents as well as the strength. Over here you have a couple of hangers. You can also use these to hang something. There's one on both sides. All right, now I'm going to demonstrate how we get onto the upper bunk, because there is a bed up here. As you guys can see, these are the blankets. There is some storage area here, so if you need to put luggage, backpacks, things like that. So what you do to bring this down is you just do this, and then it rides down on those rails like such. I don't know how low it goes. That's as low as it goes there.
Right here. If you're tall,
There you go. So yeah, this would be transformed into a, this is a really tight space, just want to show you guys. This would be turned into the bed, so someone would be laying down. There would be no need for anyone to get up, and if they do, they would have to crouch, try to climb up here. So we've lowered it. Shouldn't be too difficult to get up here. Of course, you do have another set of windows here. You have the upper part, and then this right here, similar to the bedroom, latches up there and keeps you from rolling off your bed, which would suck. I'm actually not going to lay on it. I'm just going to show you guys from up here. You have a little pouch to store things there. Now that we've lowered it, these buttons here make sense. So it's just within arm's reach if you need to push to call the attendant, or if you need your reading light, which is just up there. And these are the speakers for when they're making announcements, such as the next stop. And up here, more luggage space. Well, actually, I think that's your only luggage space, unless you're putting a backpack up there like that, or on these steps that I am on right now. And yeah, that is the Roomette tour. Now we're just gonna settle in. It's a 5-hour ride back to Miami. Very tight space. I'm gonna show you guys how this goes up. Whoa. All the way up. There you go. And if you do need a little bit of reclining from your seat without completely turning it into a bed, then you can do that. One thing I don't think I mentioned in the bedroom is that you do get water to begin with. So when you come inside, there should be a set of water bottles in the cup holders, and that's the same thing here in the roomette. All right, now let's talk about how much this roomette cost. So as I mentioned earlier, I was originally going to do coach, which was, I believe, $39. And I just decided to upgrade it to roomette, just, I don't know, make the video more interesting. And this roomette cost me $301. When I was first making the reservations, it was $230 something. So I guess it being last minute, and they were very limited on their rooms that they had left, which now that I see, there's still like a couple of empty rooms. I think it's worth it, I don't know, to Orlando for 5 hours. I mean, it's certainly cheaper to drive yourself, but you get complete privacy. We have this Velcro curtain here. We have a door that we are able to lock and close for privacy. We have luggage space up there. We have the option to lay down if we choose to. And even though it's a short trip, you do get your complimentary meals. As you guys saw, we started off the trip with lunch in the dining car. We should have time for dinner before we get off. I think dinner starts at 5 p.m. And if you're going for the whole route, whether you're in roomette or a bedroom, you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner if you're going really far out. So I think that's cool. Just because you're in a smaller room and not in a bedroom doesn't mean you're excluded from all of the amenities. We're going to check out the cafe car for the first time. Cafe is where you would buy your meals, everything there you pay for, regardless whether you're coach or bedroom. If I'm not mistaken, the next car over should be the cafe. The cafe car offers a variety of items for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's also snacks like chips, M&Ms, and beverages ranging from non-alcoholic to spirits, wine, and beer. You can choose to eat in the cafe car or bring it back to your room. This is, by the way, where coach passengers will eat their food if they don't want to eat at their seat. Man, we're going fast. Well, probably like 79 miles an hour. I don't think they can go any faster than that. All right, so I got the Stella beer. We have sweet tea, and we got a cheese and cracker tray, Amtrak napkins, and then this really cool box. Shows the Amtrak train on the side. And again, we had the option of eating in the cafe car, but of course we have a room, so we decided to just eat here. It's our first time ever eating in the room, but the cafe car is where you pay for everything, regardless of class, and that's where you would go if you had coach seats. You would go there, pay for your food, your snacks, drinks, and then either eat in the cafe car, which I'm sure you would want to if you're in coach, or you could bring it back to your seat. They also have a tray table. You can eat there, but like I said, we're gonna go ahead and eat it from the comfort of our little roomette. I almost forgot, this was all $19. I did put $2 tip on my card, and then I gave a $5 tip cash, but this was total basically $17 without the tip. Beer, sweet tea, and a snack tray. So if you're wondering what the Wi-Fi situation is like on Amtrak, I think select cars, maybe the dining car, cafe car, and I would hope coach has Wi-Fi, but here in the sleeper car, specifically in the roomette, we have no Wi-Fi, as you guys can see there, and signal is a bit spotty. It does show a couple of bars, but it is pretty slow. We're in the Lake Okeechobee region, which is pretty remote. All right, so I'm inside of the Amtrak bathroom. As you guys can see by that, it is quite shaky right now, but this is the bathroom you share with the sleeper car if you're in a roomette. So unlike the bedroom, you don't have your own dedicated bathroom space, but that's okay. You got a toilet here, sink, mirror, a couple of outlets. Not sure why you would need that. Toilet seat covers. I don't think there's any left there. Toilet paper. Then when you lock it, it indicates outside that somebody is in the restroom, so you don't have somebody just constantly knocking, trying to open. And then here is the flush button, which is similar to the bedroom bathroom, and then the button to call an attendant if you have any emergencies. And if you need to shower, they do have showers here. Let me pop in there really quick. Okay, we are officially inside of the shower room in the sleeper car. So unlike bedroom, roomettes do not have showers, and it comes with a nice mirror. It is very bright in here, which is really nice. And this really cool door for the shower space. I'm gonna open it really quick to show you guys. There's a seat there, a shower head that you can remove. I believe it is the same type as the one from the bedroom. Same thing. Hopefully this one actually gets hot. It's very shaky right now, so I wouldn't recommend showering while you are in motion. Try to do it really quick while you're at a station. And it is sealed here by a magnet, so you don't have to worry about the shaking, moving the doors, and making them open. Of course, you will always get your announcements in here, so you don't miss a thing while you are taking a shower. And then, of course, towels are provided here. So the first class attendant, I forgot to bring my microphone, so pardon the audio, told me if I wanted to look out of a bigger window, because you saw me recording, told me to just come to room H, which is an accessible bedroom. Showed you guys this in the bedroom video when we were about to get off at our last stop in Orlando. But here it is again. So I'm able to just look out of this window on this side, and he said I could just walk over to the hallway and look out on this side. We're almost in Miami. Next stop is Hollywood.
By checking your luggage area as well as around the seat that you were sitting in. We enjoyed your stay with us, and please come back soon.
That's gonna call you go pick.
If you do it on another day,
like
that is
a
not
Wednesday, it's not a that's a day that's not busy. So that's the price will be a little cheaper. It won't be too much cheaper. You know, maybe 4,000. I don't know.
It was 3,000 going in and 3,000 leaving.
And see, if you book it well in advance, it's cheaper that way. But if you book kind of last minute on a Friday, yes.
Last peak hours.
Those pick days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
You're right.
Thursday,
I didn't
Friday,
check
Saturday,
on
Sunday.
Wednesday. I'm gonna check on Wednesday.
Yeah, check that day. Because if you check your Friday, yes. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, you go pay people rate.
Alright, we just made it to Miami Station. Going to get off now. It's about a 5-hour ride.
Guys, y'all take care. Now the station will be all the way down. Bye-bye. All right, guys,
Thank you,
y'all
sir.
take care.
Thank you so
y'all
much.
take care. Have a good one.
You too. Alright, just made it back to the Miami Station, which is technically on the outskirts of Hialeah. Like literally across the tracks is where Hialeah is. We're not technically in it. But here we are, we're back at the station once again, day after. And I'm gonna tell you guys what I thought about the sleeper car. Whether it was worth it, whether I'd recommend doing roomette or a bedroom. Alright, we are back inside of my car. We're still in the parking lot of the station, but wow. It was comfortable. It was in roomette on the way back to Orlando. Was a bedroom. Which one would you recommend considering the price difference? $582 for the bedroom, $230 on a good day for the roomette.
I think I would say it depends on how long you're gonna be there for.
Well, of course, if you're gonna go to New York, the bedroom is like $1,000 or $2,000. But let's say you're going to Orlando and you don't want to sit coach, you want something comfortable.
I'd do just the roomette.
Roomette?
Yeah, that's more than enough for just one person or two, if even. But roomette, yeah, it was good. Both of them were nice.
Yeah, I think the roomette, it has everything you need, especially if you get lucky enough to have a sleeper car that doesn't have that many rooms filled with people. Since you're in a roomette, you don't have the toilet and shower in the same room, so you will have to share with everyone in the sleeper car. Fortunately for us, there weren't that many people inside of it, so using the restroom or even showering if I wanted to wouldn't be an issue, and I wouldn't have to wait. And I'd save almost $300 by choosing a roomette over a bedroom. Bedroom is nice. It's a luxury.
Yeah.
You have a toilet, shower. It's in the same space. So it's a little awkward, but it is separated and it is in the room. So I don't know. I honestly would recommend the roomette as well. That's why I wanted to do this video, to see which one I think would be best. So now for future reference, if I'm going back to Orlando or somewhere even farther up north, I would choose the roomette because it would be cheaper and it will still be comfortable, and it has a door just like the bedroom and curtains, so you're still getting the same amount of privacy as the bedroom. Still the same amount of amenities, complimentary meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner depending on how long. We did not get dinner. The menu hours on the website said 5 p.m. till I'm not sure what time, but it crossed over to when we were on the train, and they did not offer dinner. They did not make an announcement. We did not have to reserve a time, and I think it's because we were already coming in close to Miami, which is the final stop at the southern portion of the route. So just because they were almost at the end of it, I think they did not even bother serving dinner. But you will get dinner included if you're going for a couple of days. And yeah, it just looks really cool, the fact that you get all of that stuff included, even if you're just doing a roomette. Whew. With that being said, I'm glad I took this trip because it's been something I was curious about for such a long time. And the grand total for the trip, I want to say the fact that they did not have multiple routes and times meant that I had to stay in a hotel room in Orlando. So that added $170 to the expense. So $582 bedroom going north. Don't forget to tip your staff, especially the attendant and the people serving you in the dining car, because the meals are included, but you should still tip $5 or $10. So $582 for the bedroom, about $170 for the hotel room. On the way back, $301. We had separate reservations. That is a long story. So I had to pay an extra $15 for her reservation to be included with mine, so she can be in the roomette. Same thing happened with the bedroom. So it was a little more expensive. I think it was around $1,000. I don't feel like doing all the math right now, but it was around $1,000 to go to Orlando and back. Is that the smart thing to do? Hell no. You can drive to Orlando on a full tank of gas, about $30, $40, coming back, same amount, about $80 max, just driving yourself. So no, I don't recommend this for Orlando. I did it just to show you guys. So I would personally take it to New York. Would you?
Yes, I would do New York. I would do DC. Anywhere else that's not easily driven to.
So yeah, I'd 100% recommend this if you're going really, really far, like toward New York or DC along the way, or anywhere in between. And with that said, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified when I upload a new video, and let me know in the comments what you think. Would you take Amtrak? There's also Brightline. I wanted to just bring that up. I don't think I mentioned it enough. Brightline starts September 1st is the earliest. I've already got my tickets. It's going to Orlando, different way, shorter time, no bedrooms, but they might have an earlier date, and if they do, I will book that one and we will have a video on Brightline experience to Orlando. So be sure to subscribe and hit the bell button. You'll be notified when I do upload that video. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the next video.